Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's presentation about learning approach. My name is Joseph Sebastian Sitonga, and then we're gonna do next slide. Okay, this is our group member. Yeah, next, and then we're gonna talk, and then we're gonna explain it about these 8 topics. For the first topic is what is the meaning of the student-centered learning approach will be explained by Indrawan. Indrawan, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Joseph, for the time. Now I will answer the first question. That is what is the meaning of the student-centered learning approach, or SCL? SCL is a student-focused learning approach where the students playing the active role in the learning process by exploring, asking question, and building the knowledge based on their experience and interests. The teachers act as a facilitator and supporter to support the critical thinking skills, creativity, and the independent learning of the student. That is the first question. Now is the second question. That is the aim of the project-based learning, or the objective from the project-based learning, problem-based learning, and the discovery learning. The first one is the project-based learning. Project-based learning, there is a develop problem-solving skill, critical thinking, collaboration, and connecting academic concept with the practical application in the real world. Second is the problem-based learning. There is the first is the improve analysis, communication ability, and independent learning for the student with a focus on solving the complex problem using the critical thinking by student. And the last is the discovery learning, which the objective is to encourage the exploration for student to search and learn and experience. Nah, the second is the conceptual understanding. The third is the creativity, or building the creativity for the student. And the last is the innovation through hand-on experience in the real world for the student to learn. That is the second question answer for the second question. I will give back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Indrawan. Okay, that's about what the meaning of the student-centered learning approach, and what is the aim of the project-based learning, problem-based learning, and discovery learning. And next, what are the criteria of the for the project based learning atau PGB or PGBL, problem based learning atau PBL or PBL, and then discovery learning or DL, and then how to explain the syntax of the learning by the third model of the learning will be explained by Lanang. Lanang, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Joseph, for the time. I will explain what are the criteria for the project-based learning, problem-based learning, and discovery learning. First is project-based learning. Project-based learning, first, student-centered. Students actively participate in planning, implementing, and evaluating projects. Two is real-life projects, relevant to everyday life and workplace challenge. Third is independence and initiative. Student design and complete projects independently. And fourth, collaboration is group work, encourage shares responsibility and teamwork. Second is problem-based learning. First, real world problems. Motivation students to think critically and solve real issue. To investigation. Collect and analyze data to find solution. Third is collaboration. Group discussion to improve communications and responsibility. And last, discovery learning is active exploration. Student uncover concept or principle on their own. Two, integrating knowledge. Connects new information with prior knowledge. Third, process-oriented. Emphasis on exploration rather than just result. And hence one experience is enhance understanding through observation and experiment. Next. How to explain the syntax of learning activities from the learning model project-based learning, problem-based learning, and discovery learning. First is syntax for project-based learning. First, determine the main question or problem. Two, design project planning collaborative. And three, set up project implementation schedule. Four, monitor project process. Five, test project result through presentation. And six, reflect and evaluate the project experience. The syntax of problem-based learning. First, orient student to a real-world problem. Two, organize student into group of learning. Three, conduct investigation to collect data and fact. Four, present finding and solution in a report. And the last, analyze and evaluate the result of problem solving. And last syntax is discovery learning. First, syntax is stimulation, introduction phenomena to spark curiosity. Two, problem statement, formulate question or hypothesis. Three, data collection, conduct observation, experiment or research. Four, data processing, analyze information to interpret patterns. Five, verification, confirm the validity of finding. And the last, generalization, develop principle or concept from the result. Maybe ini sih penutupan nggak sih, Cok?
Aduh, ngedit lagi nih anjing lah.
Ngedit lagi anjir.
Ini penutupan nggak sih, anjing? Udah itu, Cok.
Nah, itu saja
Langsung
dari
skip
saya,
to
kembali ke
moderator gitu,
moderator
kan?
gitu. Back to moderator udah itu aja.
Gak usah langsung cut aja, Cok.
Oke. Hitung 1, 2, 3. Oke, that's all from Lanang. Is about to what criteria for the PGBL and then PBL and then DL and then explain the syntax of the learning activities from the learning model by PGBL, PBL, and DL. Next is what are the principle of the project-based learning, and then problem-based learning, and then discovery learning. Then how is the PGBL learning implement problem-based, how is the to implement PGBL, PBL, and discovery learning is will be explained by Hendra. Hendra, time is yours.
Okay, thanks to Joseph for as the moderator. Now I will answer the question number 5 and number 6. First, number 5. What are the principles of the project-based learning model? Project-based learning or PGBL, problem-based learning or PBL, and discovery learning or DL. Number 1 is project-based learning, PGBL. GBL is student-centered, encourage active student participation in designing, executing, and evaluating project. Number 2, real-world relevance. Projects are contextual and reflect real-life scenarios. Number 3 is collaboration. Students work in the teams, sharing responsibilities and ideas. Ongoing assessment. Evaluate both the process and final output of the project. Number 5 is product-oriented. Result in tangible output such as product, report, or presentation. Number 2 is principle of problem-based learning. Real problems. Utilize authentic and relevant issue to develop critical thinking. Number 2 is collaborative learning. Emphasize teamwork to explore and solve problem. Number 3 is independent exploration. Student investigate solution autonomously with minimal guidance. And last is structure process. Follows a systematic approach from problem in identification to reflection. And the principle of discovery learning is number 1, active exploration. Students discover concept through direct experience or experiment. Number 2, focus on process. Emphasize the learning journey over final result. Number 3, reflection. Encourage reviewing learning outcomes and processes. And last is hands-on activities. Students engage with practical tasks for deeper understanding. Okay, next. Okay, number 6. How is the implementation of project-based learning, problem-based learning, and discovery learning? Number 1, for project-based learning. For the example, student create an interactive website as a project. For the step, teacher introduce the topic such as design a green technology app. Student plan and execute the project collaboratively. Teacher monitors progress and provide feedback. And the student present their final product and reflect on the process. Number 2, problem-based learning. For the example of cyber security case to be analyzed and resolved collaboratively. The step, teacher present a problem such as a ransomware attack. Student work in group to research and propose solution. The teacher acts as a facilitator while student explore independently. And the student present their finding and reflect on their learning process. Third is discovery learning. For the example, the function of network software such as Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, the step. Teacher provide tools like Cisco Packet Tracer for exploration. Student experiment to understand the software feature. The teacher offers minimal guidance to ensure independent discovery. And the students summarize and present their findings. Okay, next. That's all for me. I will give back to the moderator, Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Endra. There are the principle about a learning model and then how to implement the model. Next is a table of implementation of its learning model. We can next slide. Okay, this is the first implementation for project-based learning is explained by Indrawan.
Okay. Thank you, Joseph, for the time. Now I will explaining about the implementation of the project-based learning. In the first syntax is the determining the basic question or the key problem, where the teacher will present the problem that are authentic and relevant to the creation of the multimedia projects, such as video creation, animation, and graphic design. And also, teacher will directing the student to understanding the context and the purpose of the project. In here, the student will listen and try to understand the problem that is given by the teacher, and also asking the question related to the project that will be worked on by each group. The technology used in this syntax is the Google document to recording the ideas and question, and also WhatsApps for initial group discussion. And the second syntax is designing project planning collaboratively. In here, the teacher will guiding the student to plan project systematically, such as determining the type of multimedia use, such as the video, animation, and graphic, and acting the student to compile a project timeline or schedule. In here, the student will make a planning or discussing the steps for creating a multimedia project as a group. And also creating a project work schedule and distributing the text between group members. The technology used is Google Classroom for distribution of material and schedule. And the third syntax is preparing a project implementation schedule, where the teacher will ensuring the student developing a realistic schedule for each stage of the project from stage 1, 2, and 3, and so on. And also providing guidance if there is some obstacle that is student facing while working on the project. In here, the student will create a project implementation schedule by setting the deadlines for each stage and working to the agreed schedule for each parts of the stage. The technology used for this is the Google Calendar and Microsoft Excel for the making of the schedule. The fourth is the monitoring project progress, where the teacher will monitor the project progress periodically in 3 days or a week or each week, and also providing a feedback regarding the early stage that have been achieved or working on, and also suggesting the improvement if necessary for the student. In here, the student will ensuring the texts that are on schedule and at the desired quality. And also conducting a group discussion regarding the progress and difficulties faced while working on the project. The technology used is Google Drive for saving and sharing the project files, and also the Zoom meeting for online meeting and project status updates. The fifth syntax is for testing project results throughout presentation, where the teacher will arrange the final presentation for student to showcase the results of their projects, and also provide the evaluation and the revision for the presentation results of the student. In here, the student will also preparing and presenting the results of the multimedia projects that have been created, such as the video, the design graphic, and the animation that has been working. And the technology used is the PowerPoint, Canva, and CapCut for the editing and the making of the PowerPoint for the presentation. And the last syntax is the evaluating experience, where the teacher will give a feedback on the entire project process and the final result of the projects. In here, the student will also checking the project to reflecting on the learning process, where is the wrong in the project, such as the technical aspect and the team collaboration in the group. Technology use in here is Google Form for the survey, evaluation, and the reflection by the student. That is for the implementation of the project-based learning. I will give it back to the moderator, Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Indrawan. It's the syntax, 6 syntax for implementation on project-based learning. And then we can go to next slide. Okay, there are 5 syntax for implementation on problem-based learning. For the first is orienting students to problems, present authentic problems is teacher activities like for problems relate to operating system failure on the computer, and then directing students to understand the importance of operating system in computer devices. With student activities is pay attention to the problem given by the teacher. For example, why the operating system is failed to boot, and then ask question to clarify the given problem. Using technologies Google Docs and WhatsApp. The second syntax is organizing students to learn with teacher activities to help students from group to solve the problem given, provide material or references about operating system that are relevant for research, and then students forms group to discuss how to solve operating system problems, and then planning the steps to be taken to resolve the problem using Google Classroom and then Microsoft Teams. Third syntax is carrying out investigation. Teachers guide students in collecting data about the operating system use, and then provide guidance for practical experience, such as operating system installation and configuration. And then students gather information through research or direct practice, like trying to repair a failed operating system installation, and then testing hardware and software to diagnose the problems using Google Search and VirtualBox or VMware. Fourth syntax is developing and presenting work results. Teachers help students in compiling reports or solution to problem found, and then prepare guides or presentation for student work result, and then student compile and presents experimental result and solution found in the form of reports or presentation, and then student present the result of their investigation of operating system to the class using PowerPoint and Google Docs. The fifth syntax is analyzing and evaluating problem solving results. Teachers direct students to analyze and reflect on the solution found, and then provide feedback and evaluation regarding the process carried out. Students reflect on the result of solving problems found, and then evaluate the effectiveness of this solution. Discuss with group and teacher about the advantage and disadvantage of the implement solution using Google Form for survey, evaluation, and reflection. That's our fifth syntax for implementation on problem-based learning. Next slide, please. Okay, there are 6 syntax for implementation on discovery learning will be explained by Hendra. Hendra, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Now I will explain the implementation on discovery learning. Seperti ya. Okay, the first one syntax is stimulation. Teacher activity is provide a challenging situation or problem. Student activity is observe and understand this situation or problem. And the technology used is simulation video and educational application. Okay, syntax number 2, problem statement. Teacher activity is encourage student to formulate a problem. Student activity is formulate the problem of the given situation. Technology used is text-based application. Number 3, data collection. Teacher activity is provide resource for exploration. Student activity is collecting data through experiment or research. Technology used is ebook and online journal. Number 4 is data processing. Teacher activity is guiding data analysis. Student activity is analyze data and look for the pattern. Technology used is spreadsheets and analysis software. Number 5 is verification. Teacher activity is provide feedback on discoveries. Student activity is verify hypothesis or discovery. And the technology used is online discussion forum, such as like Zoom or WebEx meeting. Number 6 is generalization. Teacher activity is give the online discussion forum. Student activity is summarize the finding and present their results. The technology used is digital presentation tools. Okay, that's all for me. We'll give back to the moderator, Joseph.
Okay, thank you, Hendra. That's all from our group. That's all explanation about learning approach. We say thank you for your attention, and then goodbye.